We haven't been secure a lot in the last few months, at least here in Port-au-Prince, where I am. There's been more security in the streets, patrolling, the police patrolling in the last month and a half. So that's that. But for other regions, on the outskirts of Port-au-Prince, in the outside region, like here like there in Lac-Bonite, the security forces have difficulties to get there in some different stances because the roads are controlled by the armed groups, and so it's all a logistic problem.
Let's go now to Haiti, where 70 people are now confirmed to have died after armed gangs launched an attack on the town of Pont Sonde early on Thursday morning. Armed gangs have taken control of large parts of Haiti despite the efforts of a UN peacekeeping operation led by Kenyan troops, which it had been hoped would allow the country to hold fresh elections. The attack comes a month after authorities expanded a state of emergency to cover the whole of Haiti. And exactly a month ago, we spoke to Etienne Paluck, who's editor-in-chief of Haiti magazine back then. That was on the 6th of September. Etienne, exactly a month on, you join us now. And, well, what a terrible month anniversary, as it were. It's a truly awful attack. Hello, and welcome to the program.
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
Well,
I
thank
mean,
you for having
no,
me.
it's good to have you. I mean, this terrible attack carried out by a notorious gang called, I think you call it Grand Griffe, who used
Yes.
automatic weapons to shoot ordinary civilians, including children. Now, why on earth did they do it?
They want to control the way out of Port-au-Prince, and it's been like that for a few weeks now. It's been at least 2 months that the people around surrounding the area are crying for help, asking for help. And now the worst has happened yesterday morning, as you said. There's more than 70 people that died in this massacre in Pont Sonde, and so it was something that was uh, preventable in some ways, but
Yeah.
at least now the police this morning decided to send some reinforcement there, and they took back the control of the areas. But there was almost 50 houses that were burned. Like I said, this probably more than 70 people died there, a few babies even, and they were trying to get control of the area so they can impose their law. And since the government here is pretty weak, the police is really trying hard, but hasn't had enough effective to cover the whole areas that are in dispute. They're trying to get over there, and the people there, the local citizens there, are trying to fight back, but sometimes they don't have the manpower, they don't have the equipment, and they have to retreat. And in this case, a lot of them died during that attack that was announced a few days earlier. There was
But
some
Etienne, let me
voice
stop you for a second.
message
You said
that were,
a
were,
moment
were
ago,
going
Etienne,
around.
sorry, you said a moment ago
Yeah.
this attack might have been preventable. Who could have prevented it? I mean, the local people couldn't. I mean, what? Maybe UN organization on the ground, the Kenyan troops who've been there for a month or so. Who could have prevented this?
It's a question of logistics for the police here. They received lots of armed vehicles in August, at the end of August. Both the international, sorry, both the international mission and the local police. So they're trying to stretch those resources all around to block different entries for the different armed groups that are surrounding the capital. This area is right up north of the capital in L'Artibonite region, which is a region that, as much as Port-au-Prince, has a lot of difficulties with different armed groups there. They're trying to control more territories to get more money out of the people, out of the streets, out of the businesses, and now like I said, the police is trying to stretch their resources. That they send this morning some few troops there, some other vehicles. I've been told the police just received their first helicopter yesterday, so they could send troops there today. That was probably the first mission used for this helicopter. So the resources are really stretched here. So they're trying to cover everything, and that's why this didn't happen. But like I said, people were asking for help for a while now, but the help didn't come, and it's a scenario that we've seen often in the last 3 years since this whole crisis began.
Yeah, Etienne, I'm just looking at a comment from the Prime Minister, Gary Conil, denouncing the attack by the Grand Griffe as an odious crime against defenseless women, men, and children. And he says it's not only an attack against victims, but against the entire Haitian nation. To those who sow terror, I say this: you will not break our resolve. How reassuring are those words when it appears people can be massacred at any point without help coming? I mean, how safe, how secure do you feel where you are?
We haven't been secure a lot in the last few months, at least here in Port-au-Prince, where I am. There's been more security in the streets, patrolling, the police patrolling in the last month and a half. So that's that. But for other regions, on the outskirts of Port-au-Prince, in the outside region, like here like there in Lac-Sibonite, the security forces have difficulties to get there in some different stances because the roads are controlled by the armed groups, and so it's all a logistic problem. But the government said that those words that probably a lot of people felt, and different groups, the Catholic Church already said that they were appealed by what happened to, and other human rights groups also. But still, the people here in Haiti don't trust the justice system, don't trust the inquiries that could be made. They don't see a result. So we don't know how the message will get through, because even though they will want to go and try to arrest those people implicated in this massacre, it's going to be tough for them to go in those areas that
Yeah,
they don't control.
terrible state of affairs, one that the world pays too little attention to. Etienne Cote Paluck, editor in chief of Haiti magazine, thank you very much indeed for joining us on Times Radio.
Today is Friday. Turning to Haiti, given the violence that we have seen, the Secretary General strongly condemns the attack by armed gangs in the town of Pont Sonde in the Artibonite department that took place yesterday. The attack left several dozen people dead, including women and children, injured many more, and resulted in the displacement of at least 3,000 people. As gang violence continues to spread from the capital to other departments of Haiti, the Secretary General stresses the importance of the joint efforts undertaken by the Haitian National Police and the Multinational Security Support Mission. Those efforts need to be supported. Secretary General urgently appeals to all member states to ensure that the Multinational Security Support Mission receives the financial and the logistical assistance they need in order to succeed.
My high school Spanish teacher, Eleanor Lehman.
Excellent.